Guys up there, are you ready? You ready?
He's still working on me to make me what I want to be. It's a in the moon and stars, the sun, the earth, and Jupiter and Mars. I love you, making me complete. He's still working on me. Really unbelieve me, a sign of my heart. Don't judge me, there's nothing anymore. But I'll be good as it's going to heaven. That's my hand. He's still working on me to make me what I want to be. It's only just a secret, the moon and the stars, the sun, the earth, and Jupiter and Mars. I love you, making me complete. He's still working on me.
Two more times.
He's still working on me.
One more time.
He's still working on me.
Very good. You're really getting it.
The song is fire. Is it not completed?
Ah, do we have everybody? Okay. Okay, we're going to do a new song. I brought my friend. Do you remember what her name is?
Bubble up.
Janical has a question, but you have to raise your hand. Okay, when she asks the question. Are you ready for the question?
Yeah.
What was your lesson tonight? Okay. When Jesus walked on water. Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Have you ever walked on top of the water? No. Oh, that's something. Well, we're going to learn a song tonight. It's called Deep and Wide. Can you do deep and wide? Deep and wide. There's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide. Deep and wide. There's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Now what are we going to do? Wide and deep. Wide and deep. There's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Wide and deep. Wide and deep. There's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Now, what do you think wide and deep means? It has two meanings. We can do one tonight, but it's not really what it means, but we're going to use it tonight. What do you think it could be in relationship to our lesson?
Maybe a chicken.
Go ahead. Yeah, that's it. But is the water wide and deep and wide? And the fountain can be Jesus' love for us. Then they're going out to everyone. We're being called to be disciples and to tell others about him. Is that right? Okay, let's see who knows this song. We have a couple here. We have some oldies here that knows it from when they were kids. Deep and wide, deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide, deep and wide, deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide, wide and deep, there's a fountain flowing wide and deep, wide and deep, wide and deep, there's a fountain flowing wide and deep.
Better? Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and get a picture of Jace. Very good. All right, now, if we have our shoebox out, what does it mean it's time for? Alex. What is our shoe? Yes, and our shoebox is for our missionary thing. We'll get it by the end of the week. All right, so tonight, our missions offering was boys versus girls. And Jace has a two-part thing that he has to do tonight. He's going to tell us which one is heavier. Now, the totals may not tell you how much who won, because all those dollar bills, they count towards the total, but they do not count towards the weight. So, if I put these in your hands, will you be able to tell us whose is heavier? Should I have not showed you which was the boys and which was the girls? Which one do you think is heavier? The girls. Do you think the girls are? Are you sure? Should we get a second opinion? Do we need a second opinion? Miss Cindy, since you are doing our mission story, will you weigh it? Don't hurt yourself. If I fall into this water, you will catch me. Do we need a tiebreaker? Okay, no. Miss Wilma, will you come tell us? Tell us what you think. Okay, so we have the girls is heavier, the boys is heavier. Let's see what Miss Wilma thinks.
I don't know which is which. They're both very much the same. I did a great job. I think this one's a little bit better.
Now, I think that the boys is heavier, and I will tell you why. There are more coins in this one. There are a lot more dollars in this one, you can see. And dollars obviously count for more money, but this one is definitely heavier. So officially, the boys won on Boys versus Girls Night. All right. All right, so our total though tonight of money brought in was $96.45. So if it costs $10 to send a box, how many boxes can we send just with this money? Seth? We can send 9, and one of them will get just a little ways across the ocean, but it might have to float there. So that's a great start. Tomorrow our offering will be in our classrooms. So the buckets won't be at the front door again tomorrow. You'll just take your offering to your classroom. Okay? All right. Why don't we go ahead and watch our missions video?
At Operation Christmas Shot, we celebrate something as simple as the shoebox because God uses it to share the gospel of Jesus Christ.
We got a full box on 15. This is such an amazing time. We're so happy to be here.
This shoebox gift will impact a child's life all year round.
We never dreamed we'd have an army of men and women who would come to make this program happen.
This is what it's all about, telling others about Jesus.
These shoe boxes go into 120 different countries where pastors and missionaries are going to use them to bring the gospel to kids. So you may think it's just a simple gift at Christmas time, but it's the gift of the gospel, the story of Jesus Christ.
When that shoebox leaves that distribution center and it goes around the world, that's not just one person. That's the body of Christ joined together, delivering the good news of the gospel.
They go by plane, they go by ship, they go by riverboat, they go by camels, they go by motorbikes, and these boxes go to some of the most remote areas of the world, and every box counts.
After receiving shoe boxes, children are invited to participate.
All right, how cool is that? Did you see all the different ways that our boxes are going to get to children? What were some of the ways they said? Chris, what did they say?
By motorbike.
Mm-hmm. Wyatt? Plane? Yes, sweetheart? What did it say? Maybe a truck? Was there a really different way they might get there? The way that your Amazon packages are not coming to you? Walk, yes. Drew? Motorbike? Miss Cindy? Camel. I would like my Amazon delivery man to bring my packages by camel. I think that'd be fun. One more, Seth, go ahead. On a ship, yes. So, you have a ship? Oh, you made a box. All right, we're gonna put a bubble in. Great job. Look at this. All these different countries are places that are getting boxes. Some of them have been getting boxes for a really long time. This isn't something new. This is a project that's been going on for a really long time. But we can see here, I know you might have to squint, I couldn't get this up on the board, but your box starts at your home or in your Sunday school class, or maybe something you do with friends or at your grandma's. So it starts just with you. And then you bring it to church where they're collecting boxes, or somewhere else where they're collecting boxes, and they make it to a shipping center, which is kind of what we saw up there, where they take all the little shoe boxes and they put them into big boxes. And then what happens? Well, first they've got to get across the ocean. So they get on a plane or on a ship, and then they get across the world, and then they finally make it to the boy or the girl that's going to get their box. That is so cool. One of the fun things that I found out today is that when Miss Wilma, who was our project leader for our shoe boxes, once she sends all of our boxes out, once they start heading across the ocean, we start getting updates of where the box is going. So after Christmas, because we do this at Christmas, but they don't get their boxes for Christmas. Once the boxes get to where they're going, we find out what country they went to. We might not know the name of the child that got the box, but we at least know what country it went to. So something we forgot to do last night is pray about our boxes. So tonight, I would like somebody to pray for the boxes as they travel. Because has anybody had a box get lost? Sometimes my Amazon boxes do not make it to me, and it's very upsetting. Has that happened to you, Isaiah? Yes. Yes. Sometimes they don't make it to you. Did that happen to you? I think that your Amazon delivery man is eating it as his snacks during his travels. Well, somebody else is eating them. They're enjoying your snack subscription. So sometimes the boxes have trouble making it. So I would like somebody to volunteer to pray that while the boxes are on a plane or a boat, that they will be safe and they'll make it to the boys and girls. Would somebody like to volunteer to do that tonight? You want to pray, sweetheart? I'll come to you. Do you want to pray for the boxes to travel safely? Okay. I'm going to come behind you. And I can help you if you need help, okay?
Dear Jesus, please help our boxes safe and get them to the little boys and girls. Amen.
Amen. Good job. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. All right. We will keep learning more about our missionary and the wonderful project that is Samaritan's Purse. But now we're going to go ahead and stand up and sing Deep and Wide again with Miss Judy.
The adults had problems. You kids had it down right. But the adults were not getting their deep and wides right. You're going to have to show them how. You ready? Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. Wide and deep, there's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Wide and deep, there's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Now remember, we can think of the water, but it's really Christ's love for us. He loves us so much. Wide and deep and wide.
All right, we're going to get ready for our lesson. So go ahead and sit down and put a bubble in your mouth.
Tonight in our Bible lesson, we learned about trust. And what does trust mean? Did you realize that every day you trust in a lot of different things? When you get ready to eat breakfast, you open the fridge and trust that your mom or dad has food in there for you. Otherwise, you may have a grumbly, starving belly. When you go to the car or bus to go to school, you trust that the car or bus won't fall apart going 50 miles an hour down the road. When you're dropped off at a friend's house, you trust that your mom or dad will pick you up so you don't have to walk home in the dark. Has anyone ever had to wait a long time for their parents at school or after a game and started wondering, are they really coming? It's because the trust you had in your parents to pick you up has disappeared and you get scared. And now you're worried if they're going to pick you up at all. All of us know in the back of our minds that our parents will eventually pick us up, but there are moments when the trust you had in them gets a little shaky. Every day there are hundreds of things we put our trust in. Let's look at what happened when Peter stopped trusting Jesus. Jesus was teaching a crowd of people by the water until it started to get dark. When he was finished teaching, he sent the people home and told Peter and his friends to go out in their boat to the other side of the lake. He would come to them later. Then Jesus went away by himself to pray. The disciples shoved off and started to sail across the lake. The wind started to blow, and it got stronger and stronger until it was a really bad storm with wind and rain. It was so bad that it rocked the boat. The disciples were afraid that the boat might sink because there was so much water from the big waves splashing over the sides. When Jesus had finished praying, he went out to meet them. But guess what? He wasn't in another boat. He was walking on the water, in the lake, and he wasn't sinking. Just walking on top of the water. The men saw him coming and were terrified. One of them cried out. But Jesus said to them, "Be courageous. Don't be afraid. It's me, Jesus." Then Peter stood up and said, "Lord, if it's really you, let me come out to you on the water." And Jesus said, "Come to me, Peter." Then Peter got out of the boat and started to walk on the water toward Jesus. But the wind started to blow hard again, and Peter stopped looking at Jesus and started to look all around him at the high waves and the wind and the rain, and he got scared. He began to sink, and he saw he was sinking. He was so afraid, he cried out to Jesus. Immediately, Jesus reaches out his hand and catches him. He said to Peter, "Why were you afraid, and why did you stop trusting me? You should have trusted me to keep you safe." They both climbed back into the boat, and the wind had died down, and everything was calm again. The disciples were amazed and worshiped Jesus. They said, "You really are the Son of God." Applause, please. This was a miracle that Jesus performed to show the men that he really was God's Son, and that they could believe him and trust him to take care of them. We must trust God even when it's hard to believe he is helping us. Sometimes we are scared and think that God is not there, but he promised to be with us all the time. We just have to trust him. We need to remember to keep looking to Jesus for our help when things are scary. He is only a prayer away. Let's say our memory verse together, starting with the verse. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path.
There we go. Wasn't that very scary? I guess you had learned about that during your lesson time, so you already knew what was going to happen to Peter, right? You knew he wasn't going to drown. Oh, the loud narration, the storm, it was very scary. Maybe we should have run down the aisle with some spray bottles and sprayed you a little bit. Get some wave spritz. I'll remember that for next time. Next time, I'll put that in my notes to hand off. If there's a storm in next year's lesson, spritz the children. All right. One of the things I really enjoyed as I was working with everybody to get this program together is even though that Peter and the rest of the disciples were with Jesus all the time, Peter didn't always understand what was happening, right? He had the faith to step out of the boat, but then it got a little scary, didn't it? He did, but it was only because he looked away from Jesus. If he had just kept walking towards Jesus, he would have been okay. But sometimes we look away from Jesus too. Things get a little scary for us and we think, oh, I gotta save myself, I gotta start doggy paddling, right? All right, why don't we go ahead and sing our theme song, and then we still have a little bit of time. So we could do Fishers of Men again since we enjoyed that yesterday. And maybe we could even pull out a song from last year. Does anybody remember In Right, Out Right? No? What one were you going to say? What one were you going to say, Nori? What a mighty God we serve. While we are singing a few other songs, could the gentleman up above find What a Mighty God We Serve? Is that a doable thing tonight? Not tonight? If I ran downstairs and got the CD, could we do it? Tomorrow night we will sing What a Mighty God We Serve. Tonight we will do In Right, Out Right. Okay? All right, let's have Miss Judy up here. We're going to do our theme song and Fishers of Men. Did you see that fish that got stuck in Peter's outfit, his sarong? I thought that was funny. All right, go ahead and stand up.
Mrs. Moore, you're going to have to do
In Right, Out Right. That's fine.
Okay.
Miss Cindy and I will do In Right, Out Right.
Okay. You ready to do He's Still Working on Me up there? There it comes.
He's still working on me. I didn't know about me. It took me just a week to make a moon and stars, and sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. How many fish he will see? He's still working on me. It really has to be a sign on my heart. Don't judge me yet, there's an unfinished part. But I'll be there as a story to explain. Passion like passion's loving hands. He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took me just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. And how many fish he will see? He's still working on me. He's still working on me. He's still working on me.
Okay, you over here on this side. We're going to sing it again because I want you to look over here and follow their motions because they're doing really good job. You want to try it? Okay, let's do it again. Yeah, face that way, show it.
He's still working on me to make me what I ought to be. It took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. And how many fish he will see? He's still working on me. It really has to be a sign on my heart. Don't judge me yet, there's an unfinished part. But I'll be there as a story to explain. Passion like passion's loving hands. He's still working on me. Make me what I ought to be. It took him just a week to make the moon and the stars, the sun and the earth and Jupiter and Mars. And how many fish he will see? He's still working on me. He's still working on me. He's still working on me.
Very good. Who's he?
Jesus.
Jesus. And he's still working on who? Yes. And did it take a week to make the sun and the moon? And the stars and everything. Okay, now stand back up. We have the fish. Do you remember what happened with Peter yesterday? And the fish? What happened? The light. Go ahead. They got a lot of fish. She told them to go brought a lot of fish, but then he said, come and follow me. There we go, but not me, him. Okay, you ready? I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me. If you follow me. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, come unto me, come unto me. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, and I will give you rest. I will give you rest. I will give you rest. Hear Christ calling, come unto me, and I will give you rest. Very good. Now we're going to do deep and wide again. Oh, good. Are you going to show these adults how to do it? Yes. Okay. Deep and wide is a fountain flowing and high. Deep and wide is a fountain flowing deep and wide. Wide and deep, there's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Wide and deep, there's a fountain flowing wide and deep. Very good. And somebody said about this little light of mine. We're going to do that on Thursday night. Okay? Tomorrow night, we're going to build our house on a rock and a sand. Okay?
Alright. Now, some of you might not remember this song, but once we start doing it, you will. We did this a bunch last year, and it is very fun. And if you're not having fun, I want to see a fake smile. Alright? We're going to do it slow. What color will you be wearing? What color will you be wearing? What color are you all? Okay, they're gonna leave. All right. Okay. All right, Wyatt, could you close us in prayer even though we're... All right, if I could just get you all to sit and we'll finish, I'll close this in prayer. Yes, sweet. Do you want to pray? No? Okay, I'm going to pray then. Yes, Lord. We'll do those tomorrow, okay? All right. But I am still praying for your house. All right. Lord, thank you for this night. Please bring us back safely tomorrow. We thank you for all that you have taught us and all that you've accomplished tonight. Give us a safe ride home. We'll see each other tomorrow. In your name, amen. Amen. All right. You guys go down the back stairs. You guys do not, if those kids are still on the stairs, do not push them. No. So, I will talk with your mom and we will figure it out. And call your teacher, please. What do you need to know?
The earth and Jupiter and Mars, how loving and patient he must be. He's still working on me. There is